Right, here we are. Come on up, come up. So these, what do you reckon these are then?
Oh, my test and my knowledge is going to come in. They're not Jacobs, but I'm going to say they look like Jacobs.
Yeah, they do. So the Jacobs is a horned breed like this.
Yeah.
Jacobs are a bit bigger, but black and white. So I wouldn't expect you to know these. There wouldn't be very many commercial sheep farmers who would.
Oh God, yeah, you would.
They look more like a goat than a sheep.
No, yeah, they do.
So these are seways. So these are the most ancient indigenous British breed of sheep. So most sheep breeds have been developed from the seway. So like most pig breeds have come from the wild boar, cattle from the auroch, sheep have come from the wild mouflon and to the sheep like the seway, right through to modern day breeds.
And what do people farm these, or is it more kind of like what you're doing, like the rare breeds awareness and everything like that? Because they're tiny, aren't they?
Yeah, they are tiny. Yeah, no, absolutely. Much more about the rare breeds and the awareness. They naturally shed their fleece, so they molt. So like some of these easy care breeds now, you want sheep that shed their wool. So they do naturally molt. This coloured wool is very sought after by spinners and weavers. Yeah. The meat is really strong and full of flavour. Oh, wow. But as you can see, they're not very big. Those are the fully grown ewes.
Wow. You wouldn't be getting a lot of meat on them, would you?
No, you wouldn't. Which is one of the reasons they're so rare.
They've got beautiful horns though, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. So we've got the rams and ewes mixed in with them.
So do you leave them in?
Yeah, so we'll select just some king rams to go in with them for tupping time. Yeah. And then the rest of the time they're in all together.
Obviously you've got sheep in here, you've got cattle and ducks. Why is everything in here together?
Yeah, so we have different species, various species in every paddock. Yeah. So this is the sort of ancient history paddock. Okay. So the soways, and then the Highland cattle being a very ancient breed.
They're beautiful.
They're lovely, aren't they? Yeah, and they come ginger, which is a sort of common colour. Yeah. The bull over there, Prince, is black. Yeah. And then various shades of sort of yellow and even white. Yeah. And I think they're gorgeous, really lovely.
We've wanted them on the farm for this has been my dad's dream to get a couple of them.
Is it? Yeah. You've come to the right place. Really? So, well, we've got a couple of steers, so castrated males have been disbudded, so they haven't got the horns. Yeah. But you can have a couple of those, rear them through for beef, and then see how you go.
Really?
I can sell you a couple.
Oh, we'll shake on that then. We've got a carrot as well.
Selling some cows, I love it. So this is our purpose-built animal barn where we lamb all our sheep in here. Wow. So people come and watch the sheep giving birth. And, they absolutely love it. It's very special, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. I especially think people, I guess for us, things you see every day and things that you do every day, you almost take for granted. Yeah. And it's, like you said, it's lovely for the public to come in and see what actually does go on.
Exactly, yeah. Over here, we've got a bit of a star at the farm park. This is Strawberry. Yeah. Wow. So she's a dairy shorthorn. Yeah. And we used to do milking demonstrations, but we stopped doing that during COVID, and we haven't started them again. But unusually, for a cow, she gave birth to twins, so those two white ones. And then we brought in 2 dairy calves, so now she's rearing 4 calves.
Oh my God.
She's doing a great job for us.
Yeah, she looks incredible as well.
Yeah, she looks all right, actually. Yeah, the dairy cows were always a bit leaner.
Of course, yeah.
But no, she produces plenty of milk.
Wow.
So a bit more of a sheep test then.
Oh, brilliant. As long as only if they're an off-country mule, they're the only ones I'm going to
get. Should we climb in?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go then.
Oh, this is beautiful.
So this is a Cotswold. So the region.
The condition on that, look at that.
I know, yes, really fat. So you know this one?
Jacobs.
Yeah, so the Jacob, you know that, very good.
This one looks like a Suffolk.
Very, very good, yeah. So it's the ancestor of the Suffolk. So it's a Norfolk horn, and they put Norfolk horn rams onto South Down ewes to create the Suffolk sheep. Wow. So that breed created the Suffolk. Yeah.
I guess they got the horns just got bred out, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's got. What is that? You see?
Yeah, so
that's incredible. What is that?
So this is a Manx Lockton from the Isle of Man.
It's like an alien, isn't it?
Yeah, incredible, isn't it? So he's broken the end off his horns. They come 2-horned, a bit like the Jacob.
Yeah.
4-horned or occasionally 6-horned.
Really? Oh my God.
Incredible. And this beautiful fleece. So underneath, it's a sort of chocolatey brown colour.
Yeah.
And on the surface, it's been bleached by the sun. But again, the spinners and weavers love that.
Yeah.
And so my dad started collecting all these weird and wonderful breeds.
Yeah.
And 50 different breeds of 7 different species.
Yeah.
And his business partner said, you know, the reason they're rare, they're not, you know, is because they're not commercially viable. They don't make any money. Commercial farming, don't want. So what are we going to do? So Dad said, well, let's open the farm to the public, like people go to a zoo.
Of course,
Why don't they come and have a look at farm animals?
Oh, no.
And so this was the first ever farm park in the country, and now we're surrounded by all these pets.
Are these becoming, is extinct the right word?
Yeah, so since the Rare Breed Survival Trust is the charity that looks after...
You're getting keys. More, yeah.
You have some. The Rare Breed Survival Trust look after rare breeds conservation. Before its formation in 1973, 26 breeds were lost forever, became extinct.
Wow.
Since its formation, no more are being lost, and they're keeping a careful eye on all the bloodlines, their numbers, where they are geographically, the genetic diversity. My sister's very involved with that. She's a geneticist and a zoologist.
Yeah.
And so now many of them have become very popular. Yeah. And some of them, like the longhorn cattle, Shetland sheep, are no longer rare. There's, you know, hundreds, thousands of them being farmed around the country.
Yeah. You've obviously got a lot of rare breeds. Is there a specific breed you haven't got which you would love to have? Yeah,
there's a few really, and I work with Mike, my livestock manager, and I'm saying, maybe we should buy that, maybe we should buy this.
Get everything.
Yeah. So there's a breed of cattle, the white-bred shorthorn. They're really lovely. I'd quite like some of them. There's another breed called the Vanal, but they can be quite aggressive, so we
don't want them around the children or anything.
But the sheep breeds, I mean, like you really, I'm a bit of a sheep man. I enjoy working with sheep than any other species really. And if you go to one of the agricultural shows, there's so many different fantastic breeds.
It's incredible.
60 different breeds.
Yeah, but me and Jesse are actually quite fortunate enough. Next week we're going to the Royal Fair Show in Canada. Wow. Yeah, really excited for that. So it'll be so interesting, because obviously that's across the world, to see what sort of breeds they have, what sort of animals they have.
Incredible. And in America, they've got the Navajo, which is a 4-horned sheep like this.
I've never seen one of them.
Never seen one of them. As well as the commercial sheep, you've started buying all sorts, haven't you? I've seen on your TikTok.
We've got a complete variety of animals. So I started off actually last year getting a couple of pigs and alpacas. And then fast forward to this year, when Jesse came back, we've now got emus, which is so random, you know, complete random. And it was actually quite nice. The farm we bought it from, they'd never seen grass. So when we brought them back to the farm and let them out, they were kind of just like, they're really funny if you've ever watched them run. Their legs fly everywhere, up and down the fields. A couple of donkeys, and we're building up the flock of goats. We've got 6 which are pregnant, a couple of pygmy goats.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And what does your dad think about all that?
Do you know what? He says he's buying them for me and Jesse, but really it's for himself. I think for him as well, it's his sense of release. Yeah. You know, he's commercially farmed for all of his life, and now he's got these pets. He absolutely loves them. He goes out 2-3 times a day, and I think it is that release, you know, because it's quite difficult, as you would know, when you are farming as a business, you can't get attached to the animals, you know. So for him to have these, it is that, you know, sense of release.
I love it. All these kids are running around in the background having a fantastic time.
It is. Do you know what? It's absolutely amazing to see, and it's amazing. I think it's so important for especially young children to come and see nature and that outside world and animals and everything like that.
100%. Is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
So with the you've been staying in one of the lodges. How have you been getting on?
Oh, do you know? Me and Jesse actually had a conversation this morning, because we're living at my parents' farmhouse at the moment. Why are we not getting one of these out on the farm and just moving out, sort of thing? It's you know, incredible, beautiful.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Right, well, I've got other things to do, so I'm just going to leave you and Jesse to enjoy the farm park and have a lovely time.
Thank you so much.
It's been so good to see you.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
Quiet, my one's being loud. Hey. Hello. Oh my Oh, this is so cute. You can't do that.
No.
You're so tiny. So cute.
Don't run away from me.